Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another stream. Man, I'm sore. I did leg day on, what was it, Wednesday? And let me tell you, doing a really hard leg day after probably 2 to 3 weeks of not doing leg day really hurts. But yeah, we're still alive. So welcome everybody. Great to see you all. Want to welcome y'all, the Darius, Duchesturm, Exeter, Vip Vap, and Ugly Weirdo. Good evening. Lucas, Kunden Hotline, Ernstlig, Lava Calava, and Desperita, and Burn My Children. What a wonderful name. Welcome everybody. Great to see you all. Just had to burp there for a second. But anyways, yeah, welcome everybody. Wizard Sir Avery, how you doing? And Canberry. Oh, good to see you all. Whew. All right. I've been having some real problems breathing out my nose because of where I work. A lot of sawdust, and so it clogs up my nostrils. So if I speak too much, it makes it so I can't breathe. So let's try not to do that. But yeah, so I'm going to join the world here real quick. And there we go. Let's go on full screen. And let's go ahead and share with you guys what's going on. Here we are at Lumiere yet again. And we're getting 60 FPS. Which shader is this? Okay, so this is Whereas. Okay. So we are getting good FPS. It's not exactly 60 FPS right now, but it's good enough. There we go. I got Synergy working, by the way, so now I can easily access between my two computers using my mouse and keyboard. Makes it super easy. But yeah, so what we are going to do today. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to finish the basement to this house here. As you guys can see, we still got to finish all this down here and a little bit of storage room right there. Last time we streamed, which was, I don't even remember when that was. However long ago that was, we finished this interior here. And it didn't turn out too shabby. I wouldn't say it turned out really great either, but it is what it is. It is a house, and it has an interior, so what else needs to be done? Something that somebody had suggested, however, is a place to wash themselves, like a bathroom. We do have an outhouse, but we don't have a bathroom, but I imagine a lot of that would be done down the creek. But yeah, I'm not sure. Let's build a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? Why does it look so weird, this part of the riverbed? Like a rectangular patch. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that is. It is the shader I'm using too, so maybe if we change over to, I don't know, say MOP. And get incredible lag. What are we getting right now? 30 FPS. That doesn't do very well for a 60 FPS stream. Let's try Zeus Renewed. And that gives us, if we go way out here, that gives us 60 FPS. But if we look at Lumiere, not so much. How about Cuda? Kuda's not doing, oh yeah it is, never mind. The mythical sausage brings 13 soldiers to combine strength with our army. Mythical sausage, I appreciate that. Thank you for that, host. By the way, guys, go check out Mythical Sausage, his channel. He streams and does some incredible stuff, incredible building and things. So go check that man out. Definitely worth going to check out. But yeah, go to his channel. Show him some love. How have I been? I have been alive. No, I've been good, man. Been good. Completing the build little by little. Working hard and playing hard. You know the drill, right? It's a sausage party all over again. I know, right? Yeah, a lot of my horns are from Lord of the Rings. Hey, Nash Crafter, how you doing? Raid stuff with the sausage. Throwing sausages in your face while raiding. I know, right? But yeah, so I suppose we should get right to building then, shouldn't we? Again, we're not getting 60 FPS right now. Super annoying. Why am I not getting 60 FPS? This is like seriously first world problems. Like, why am I not getting 60 FPS? This is absurd. But no, seriously, I did pay a lot of money for this computer, and it would make me happy if I got 60 FPS with all these shaders. Peanut Power, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. I should have gotten the TI. I kind of regret that now, but the TI was like $500 more than the graphics card I got. Hey, Pingo Pox, how you doing? Still says powered by Conquest server tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I just haven't gotten around to changing that. And technically, I still am. It's not the Conquest. Well, technically, Darwin now is. So, I should say powered by Darwin. But I'm not on Darwin. But still, I like to support people that I support. I like to support people as much as I can. So excited. Well, Dicenator, you are in for a treat. Conquest Reforged is the thing. It is the ultimate tool for creative geniuses. Not saying that I'm a genius, but I like to consider myself creative. But anyways, I feel like I should get to building. I feel like we've just been kind of like dawdling around and not really doing anything, which is exactly what we've been doing. So let's let's get the replay set up so we can get the building here. Alright, settings and single player on. Oh man, guys, I can't wait to get this build done. Really can't wait. Alright, so we are gonna go underground. Well, first we're gonna finish this little little place right here. Let's get the replace tool ready. Here we go. Both of you dudes. Yeah, Mythical Sausage, he has some incredible stuff. I gotta say, Sausage, you are definitely a one of a kind guy. A good man. Go check him out, guys. Let me actually stop being lazy. I'm gonna go find his channel here real quick. Mythical Sausages. And Valdar brings 4 warriors to aid in our conquest. Thank you very much for that, Valdar. I appreciate that. Alright, let me go to his channel, and let me go ahead and do that. There we go. But yes, this is his Twitch page, guys, so go follow him over there. Show him some love. He has some incredible stuff that I know you guys will love to watch. But yeah, so let's try to figure this out here. I need to throw in some of that. I would imagine that a stall would probably be fairly dirty on the inside, if you know what I mean. Pretty dirty. Alright, so I'm gonna grab some of that. And what was the other one? This one right here. Yeah. Where is this army going? What? What do you mean? Oh, well, we're conquering the world, Lavi. That is exactly what our army is doing. The Red Clan army. We will conquer all. None shall stand in our way. Is that awkward? Okay, so the stinky smells would go up through there. I would imagine there would be a trough in here somewhere. It would make sense to be somewhere over here, though. Like right here. I had, my parents had horses when I was younger, and so I kind of have a idea of what a horse would need. And what I was thinking is, like, there's a little place usually just kind of to pour grain through into the bucket so you don't have to come all the way around and open these doors. There would be something of a opening here so that, like, the owners of the house can just kind of gather up maybe like morsels of food that they don't want to eat or little treats that they want to give the horse, and they just kind of throw it into the whatever that's called, the stall. But that's kind of how I envision this. I don't know if that's really what I'm looking for, but let's just go with it for now. And then there would probably be some kind of typically like a bucket hanging from the wall, but I think the only way that we can really represent that is something like that. Also, we're not getting the full view. It's cutting off at the bottom. It's cutting off at the bottom. Oh, I know what that is. Minecraft. There we go. It's because I'm streaming at, here we go. That was my mistake. I'm sorry. My monitor is much larger, and I guess somehow it got reformatted there. But I'm basically streaming on half the size of what my monitor is. Also, we are not getting the full view. Where's the army going? Oh, that horse. Wonderful. Okay. Hey, sugar. Hey, it's good to see you there, Piglin. Good old Kevin. The man. The man with a plan. So then behind this place would be the, I would say the tack room where the saddle would be. Like back here would probably be some hay, and then there would be a way to get down there. Yeah, this is gonna work out, guys. I'm seeing this this coming together now. I was kind of worried there for a little bit. Like I felt like it really wasn't working, but I think that if we continue this route, I think we'll be all right. Are you guys able to see all right? Is there any issues on your ends? Anything that we need to look into fixing? Like you're not getting any lag or anything. I'm not getting any drop frames right now, so it does seem that my internet provider has fixed their issue, so fortunately those times are now over. Having to put up with laggy streams. That was the worst. The worst, I say. The worst, the worst. The worst. Okay. Let's do that. Put you there. And then I'm just trying to give us a little bit more room to play around with in here. I think that is probably within our best interests, because a horse would take up a lot of space, because, you know, a horse is not a two-legged thing. It is a four-legged thing, and four-legged things have lots of, need lots of room, depending on how big they are, and horses are fairly large animals. Hey, Pirate Lord, how you doing? Great to see you. Prescription for my glasses, but I'm good. Okay, so I need some hay. What's the typical saying? Hay is for horses. So funny. But yeah, we're gonna do some hay there, and then maybe a little bit of that hay block kind of around. One thing I really want to try to work on more, guys, is designs. It's something that I have not really been doing a good job on. I want to try to work on more intricate and unique and just interesting designs. Would be cool. But yeah, it just takes a lot of time, and you got to think outside the box and all that mumbo jumbo. But I've never been good at designs. A bucket with water in it. I just kind of imagine this bucket would be something that they would just throw slop in or something. Not slop, but, you know, just leftovers. That's what this little window here is for. They can just kind of reach through and throw things down into that. Maybe there could be something right here. Like if it was small and somewhat insignificant. Or maybe no, we don't even need to do that. We could do ladders on the side of the firewood to make it look like it's being held up. That gives us a little bit more leeway and using that space right there and keeping it a little bit open. I do want there to be some kind of cross block there. I never like just having a block just kind of there, you know, just like if it's just masonry like that, it doesn't seem solid enough to overhang an entrance. Typically there's a cap block to hold up the stone up above, and I usually do something like that as there's not really any better way of handling situations like that currently. I'm sure in the future there will be some more interesting ways. For example, we got the new arch block coming up, which I'm really excited for. The one thing I'm kind of worried about though is in the update is in 1.12, and 1.12 means my replay mod won't work anymore. Nothing you guys haven't heard before, but in any case, I'm just hoping that that's going to work out well. Let's hope it's going to work out just fine. That would be the best. Okay, so shovel and broom. Do we want that there? I feel like it would be down there is a better... Yeah, that's a better spot, I would say. And then we could just go ahead and throw in some layers and things around. Something like that and that, yeah. What are we building today? We're working on this house again. Right here. We got some more interior to finish. We just finished the stable in here. If that can be considered finished at least. Oh, maybe we could do this. Not that it really matters to do this. No, I don't like that. Don't do that. Dark oak door or spruce. So you're saying that the color. Yeah, that's true. The color might make a big difference here. Yeah, I like that. That does look a little bit better. And we have an oak door there, which I think works. Oak and spruce door. Love carrots and sugar. You know, I kind of have a design actually for a trough, but the problem with this idea is as follows. We could do it. I could do this. But what we're going to need to do is do something kind of iffy. I need to grab, what was I needing to grab? Railings. It's kind of a bulky sort of thing, which is kind of the reason why I'm not as wanting to do this, but let's just give it a quick little try, see what you guys think. If you don't like it, we don't need to do it. But I just want to do this. I've done this up here at in the castle stables. Well, not the castles, the mansion's stables, Lumiere's stables. And I thought that it looked pretty good, and it worked well. So maybe that will translate yet again for down here. So let's see what we got. No, that's not what I want. I want that. Give me. There and there. There and there. See this, bars like this. Now, obviously, see this is kind of meant where the horse can kind of stick its snout through those bars. So technically, for realism, like there would only be 1, 2, 3, so it would be thicker for right there, but we don't obviously have that option, so we kind of have to make do with what we got. But in any case, what do you guys think about that? Is that a yay or a nay from ye? A yay or a nay? See what I did there? I'm so funny. Apples and hay. Dark oak. Let's see, I think my wife just texted me. Alright, let me just text her back here real quick. But yeah, what are you guys up to? Anything interesting? Take out the bucket now. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Take out the bucket. That is a good idea. Honestly, we could do this differently now. And put, maybe this is too small now though. Yeah, that's too small. I don't like that. I don't like this. We'll do it that way. Yay! But take the bucket out now. I think it takes up too much space. Yeah, I do agree. That does take up a lot of space. They can always take out the horse to feed the drink and to clean them. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to close those doors, pretend like there's nothing wrong with it, and we're going to move on. So this obviously needs a little bit of work in here. Some rafters would be nice, I think. Okay, so we're going to do this like that, and I'm going to do that right there as well. Okay, so that gives us a good little something to do right there. A little doodly-doo and doodly-duh. Perfect. What about water? I would imagine water would just be out here. Water, well, I'm trying to think. No. When we had horses, we never had water with them in the stalls. We had like a water bucket out in the mud lot where the horse would go to get its water. We hardly ever locked the horse in the stall though, so that kind of makes a difference, I suppose. Okay, so I kind of want to pave in here, but I don't want it to be the same color as the outside. And this is a somewhat richer house, so I think we could probably go with this stone type to give it a little bit of a unique look. Something like that. Beautiful. As beautiful can be. And then we're going to have to do this here, I think. So, guys, I have been toying with the idea of starting with a time-lapse, a community time-lapse idea. And I've been wanting to get it set up. If you guys have been seeing over on Twitter, I've been posting some miscellaneous polls here and there to try to gauge interest, and it seems like there's a pretty significant interest for it. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Fire UK. Anyone familiar with Fire UK? We'll just start with that. Anyone familiar with Fire UK? They are like the grandfathers of Minecraft, in my opinion. They are what got me into Minecraft, at least. I would not be here if it were not for Fire UK. I'll just say that. Really old one, yes. See, the thing is, for me, time lapses were my gate into the world of Minecraft. Like, before I ever bought the game, I was interested in getting a program or something. Like, I originally started with Maya. It's a 3D program, and I started, or no, it was Google SketchUp first, and I was like doing ships and things. But anyways, that's unrelated. And so I wanted to find a game or some kind of program that I could create in. And obviously, as we all know, Minecraft turned out to be what I chose. But, what was I going to say? Oh, goodness. I lost my train of thought. But Fire UK, they were huge time-lapse. They were a huge team that made just... No, I wouldn't say hundreds of time-lapses, but a bunch of really epic, well-organized, and well-made time-lapses. And time-lapses are a super inspiring way of demonstrating the creative ability of Minecraft. Because no one out of Minecraft, like say if your parents wanted to see what you do, they would not be very impressed. At least my parents are not very impressed if I just show them my build. They're just like, oh, that's cool, but they don't understand what went into it, how it was built, and it's just not very eye-catching for them. However, for time lapses, on the other hand, time lapses is one of those things where you can show literally anybody, even outside of Minecraft, and they are floored by it. It's just, you know, the building progress, the just how cool the build turns out, and all the different aspects. There's just so many things, but all this to say, I just think it would be so cool to start making some time lapses for Conquest, community time lapses. And the first one that I kind of want to do would be on the smaller side. No bigger than, I don't know, we'll see. I haven't really decided on what a specific size of it will be, but it won't be big. We're only going to be building on like a 1K map, and like it's only going to be a little build in the center kind of thing. And the theme and all that still needs to be figured out. Just graduated music military training last week. Oh, nice. Basic military training. Very, very nice. Maybe put those stair blocks and use railing instead of an arrow slits. Oh yes, a railing. That's a good idea, Pirate Lord. I'm surprised I didn't see that earlier. But what was I saying? I was saying something, guys, and now I totally lost my train of thought. Well, that's nothing new. I always lose my train of thought. That is just how I am. But yeah, if we were able to do some solid time lapses, oh my gosh, how awesome would that be to have Conquest? Like, you have Team Lyra out there, they do some incredible stuff. But kind of my idea with this is to make it less of a team and more of a community. I don't know how Fire UK has done it, or did it, but I'm pretty sure they did have an application process and all that, but I'm pretty sure that they had it at a point where really anyone could join and be a part of it. And that's kind of what I want to do. And obviously it wouldn't be just this, you know, do whatever you want. And, yeah, it wouldn't be this complete chaos. There would be order to it, obviously, and lots of work gone into planning and preparation and the leadership during the project. But I think that it would be just a cool idea. I don't know. But yeah, it seems like medieval fantasy is our current topic, or our current thing. I'm trying to figure out how to set up the next poll. Like, how do I want to... I don't want to make it restrictive. Like, you know, I don't want to say, all right, so we're going to do medieval fantasy, so you want to do a Witcher theme. You know, I don't want to do that. I want to try to figure out a way for a 4-option poll that still provides good options. Or maybe what I should do next is, instead of a poll, ask for people to comment on ideas for something medieval fantasy. And then, like, maybe we could gather together a team of people that are well known in the community or just have some kind of rapport of some sort. And those people would then take the ideas in the comments and choose the best ones. And then together we would then like find 4 of those ideas that we thought were the best ideas or best plans. And then from that we could set up the next poll, and then the community would decide on what to go for. Hey, Accidentally Awesome, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is going to be a cellar down here. This up here is going to be more of like a hayloft kind of thing. I do need to figure out this ceiling though. That is an issue. The reason why it's an issue is because it is a floor like that. But maybe if we did this, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. It has to be a full block. And I don't really want to use beams in here, because if we do that, we really limit ourselves with detailing. Well, actually, if we did beams like this, I think it might be alright. It might be alright. Let's just kind of hang with that for now and come back to that later on if it doesn't really work out. I need to figure out how to do the hayloft in here. Like, I don't want it to just be kind of like there. Well, maybe what we could do is separate it a little bit. Possibly could use some kind of separation wall here. Something like, I don't know, something I guess we don't really have any vertical blocks. I really would like some vertical planks. That would be awesome. Well, as much as we would like these specific things, the community did decide on medieval fantasy. And so we need medieval fantasy suggestions. So it has to have medieval, aka realistic, and fantasy. So it's not like fantasy. I find steampunk to be more fantasy or something of that nature. It would need to be something less fantasy, yet less medieval too. It's like a little mix-in kind of thing. So basically, it's like the majority of things that you see in Conquest, to be honest. It's all just pretty much the majority of what you see in Conquest. Like on Conquest servers, there's a lot of medieval, a lot of realistic, of course. But there's the majority of it is medieval fantasy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, I meant more realistic when I said that, like realistic kind of things. But in any case, I'm just super excited for it, and I hope it works out. I suppose we'll see what happens. Throw some hay there, and throw some hay like that. And say that looks like a hayloft. Like, do I need to do anything else in there, you think? Floating islands with medieval towns. That would be awesome. I would totally be down for that. I really like the idea of floating islands. I really, really do. Vanilla Xbox One with texture pack makes it super difficult. I am sorry to hear that, Accidental. I really, really am. Okay, so we have something of an issue here. I'm not quite sure how to handle this side here. Maybe we could do this, actually. Something like that. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. So you walk down there, you have your cellar. Okay, and then like this could be tools right here or something like that. Let's see what we got. We got farming tools, so that's something that you would probably find here. And we got blacksmith tools. I feel like this wall over here needs something too. Maybe do something else than the Lilith Medieval Castle. I know, that's exactly what I want to do, Minadan, but we have to follow what the community wants. The community voted for medieval fantasy. So now we got to figure out a way for people to suggest things along the lines of medieval fantasy. And so people know what exactly medieval fantasy is. That is what they voted for, and that's what won. So we can't, like, just go do our own thing after a poll has been taken. That's not how things work. Let's see here. I want to do something up here. Well, maybe one of these bad boys, or maybe a towel rack, actually. I don't even know why I'm recording this replay here. It's not really, doesn't really make sense to. Oh well, don't matter. That's cool. What do you think of my plot? Oh, Rowdy, I loved it. I really did. You know me, though. I'm a big underground enthusiast. I love good underground. But I understand your point of view, and I'm not going to push the point. But, yeah, I do like it. What else are we going to do in here? There needs to be more detail. More things that make this different. Like, I feel like it's so... When I build interiors, it's just so, like, you know, I just use one detail block. Like, you know, like a dining room table. Like, that's something that... I don't know, just designs. Like, I need designs. I need to come up with designs. I need to have ideas for what I can do. What do you think of my... I would like to see a build with floating islands, but it's just upside down world. So it's just like two small planets not touching. Well, remember, guys, if this goes through well, and if people are legit interested in it, this is not going to be the only time lapse. The idea is that hopefully, we'll be able to keep doing them as time and motivation permits, of course. I don't like this. It's like there has to be more interest here, more something. Maybe. Just maybe. Oh yes. Let's find this wooden. This right here. This could be the answer. No. Will you place? Why don't you place? Why? Goodness gracious. What a pain. Pain in the tuchus. And then we could do this right here. Oh my gosh. Alright, we'll take you and put you right there. Have you thought about doing a collab with someone? I had actually just been talking to someone about that. I'm not good at collabs. I'm terrible at collabs. But I'm not adverse to trying to get better at them. It's just, I don't like... I don't know. I need to get better at it one way or the other. I mean, especially being this position as a YouTuber and the position I am in Conquest, I feel like it's kind of necessary for me to try to get a little bit past my comfort zone, you know? I just kind of get used to what I'm used to. Like, this is gonna sound weird to you guys, but I've never been good at conversations. Terrible at conversations. I can talk to you guys. Like, I guess it's because I've done this so much. Like, talking to words, like, it helps me think. Like, my mind, I gotta have kind of like silence. I can't have all this jumbled sound. And like when there's a bunch of people talking or something of that sort, it like really gets me flustered and anxious, and I can't really focus on what I'm trying to say. And so typically if there's like a group conversation going on, typically you'll find me in the background. I don't really say much at all. Or even a collaborative type thing. I have done collaborative things, but I feel so forced in collaborative experiences. Like I feel like I'm forcing like this happy, really excited kind of feeling. And I don't want to feel that. I want to be like this with you guys. I want to be realistic. I want to be real. I want to just enjoy the time and all that stuff. Just how I feel. I just feel like there should be a better way. But anyways, am I missing anything? What time lapse are you talking about? I'm trying to set up a time lapse on Darwin there, Vidarios. A community time lapse that we can all get together. But another thing is I'm gonna need people to step up to take lead on this. Like what I want to do is help organize it and help plan it, but I don't want to organize it and plan it. I don't want to be the guy, you know? I want to be there. I want to do the time lapse. I want to record it. I want to help build. I want to help give suggestions. But I want there to be leaders, kind of like how the contests kind of run, you know? There's leaders that actually step in to organize the group and everything. Oh yeah, we do need lanterns. Because I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy at all for that. So if there are people that are experienced with leading things, your expertise is most needed. Very needed. Oh, maybe I could do... Nah, I won't do that. I'll do this. Something like that, and then we'll just go ahead and throw a lantern in there, or maybe a candle. Something like that's fine, I would think. Okay. What else can we do in here, guys? Like, I feel like this is looking better. I do like this. Like, it makes the space feel more natural. It makes it feel more natural. So I think that is a step in the right direction. However, it is not at a point where I am comfortable with it. Not at all. So what am I missing? Hey Turum, how you doing, man? Great to see you. It really is. Yeah, I don't like that there. A pitchfork. Ah, yes, a pitchfork. Where can we put it? We'll put a pitchfork right there. Right the darn there. How's that for choice of wording? Alright, so pitchfork right in the middle. Oh, you can still walk through it. Cool. I don't think you'd be able to. But yeah, we got a candle in here. Well, let's do a lantern. I like this idea instead. It just has a better vibe to it. Another thing that could make this look a little bit better is this right here. Oh, come on. Come on! Why you do this? But yeah, a little bit more fluff there to give it a little bit more, yeah, it's not too bad. Open fire in the hayloft. Well, this isn't a hayloft. It's a hay room. A loft would be up above, or, you know, it's kind of like a half open upstairs. Yes, fluff. That is exactly what I'm trying to say. Yeah, what else can go in here, though? Maybe we could do a bag hanging in there. I just imagine things like on the walls. Like, obviously, this would be a fairly used room in here. Like, maybe we could do this, I suppose? Like, does it make sense? No, but does it look alright? Sure. Now what else? Something on the wall. Wall decor. Something random. Something sensible. But not an item frame. We do not want any entities. We are already lagging enough on this build. So I prefer the idea of not making myself lag that much more. Maybe a wheel there. Put a wheel there and a wheel there. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Are you serious? There we go. Couple wheels. There we go. All right, so now we're getting some good detailing here. We also got some room there in the back. Yes, yes, we do got a wheel. We got a wheel. Got a wheel. Maybe a net. Does it make sense for a net? No. Does it look all right? Sure. Okay, so now we got to come down here. Maybe a little bit of hay fell down the stairs, so we can just kind of like throw a little bit of hay like that. How does hay fall down the stairs? Don't ask me, but somehow it did. I don't like this wall, actually. Not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan. Something more interesting can go there. Maybe even, ooh, something Tudor. Yeah, Tudor could go there, I think. Let's give this a... Come on. There we go. All right. We're getting somewhere, guys. Or are we? Put some railings so that the horse can directly eat. That would be a fat horse. It's kind of possible, though, but I don't know if that's a good idea. It would make sense to do something like that, though. Something like this. Ah, that takes care of an issue. This actually, that actually might be a good idea there, Sam. Really good idea. All right, so let me test this out here and see what we think. All right, and then what do we got over there? I don't even know. We'll just put that like that. And then we can just go ahead and throw some kind of straw there. Maybe this right like that. And then put that right there. And then we would need something to make it look a little bit more boosted there. Something like that. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, and then maybe railings. I feel like not railings. What was I gonna do? Clothes hanger. That's what I was going to do. Yes. There we go. That gives us a little bit more of a separation between the wood and the stone. I felt like it was a little too sudden, you know? But that actually might work. Might work. It is a little bit odd, but you can kind of imagine like the farmer would come up here and toss a little bit of hay down there. Like the horse would only be able to reach its neck so far into that. Not too much, but it would be enough to the point where it could reach some hay. And then when it's time to feed the horse a little bit more, they just kind of toss a little bit more hay down into the chute there. So I think that that is actually an interesting idea there, Sam Hain. And it does give us more room in here. Overall, I think that's just a really good idea. Plus, we can now put our little barrel right there. Not a huge fan of this now, though. I don't know if that is needed. I'm going to say no. But maybe instead we could do this. Something like this, maybe. I think that's all right. So just a little way to look in and see the horse from here. It just kind of makes sense to have a little, you know, peephole, easily accessible without having to go all the way around here and whatever would have to be done there. So I think that that is a good idea. Also, maybe we could do a railing going up here. But that's not going to work because it's going to support nothing. So, never mind. Put that back, and I would say that looks like a pretty good... Yeah, looks pretty good. A rat in there would look good, but no rats. Okay, so now we're gonna go down here. So one thing that we've decided about these people is they have wine. So we need to represent wine. So I'm going to say this all down here is wine. And I'm going to do this. And then everything back behind is going to be, you guessed it, wine. Like that. And then I think we'll go, well, I don't know. Is it worth making a little bit fancy down here, guys? Or do you think it's just best for me to try to keep it on the down low? Less fancy and more just realistic. I'm leaning more towards trying to keep it a little bit more realistic, to be honest. You can move the stairs off a block to give more space. Are you saying move these over to the left a little bit more? I think I like this a little bit more. Fancy. Fancy. Let's go ahead and stone it in, I think. Let's just go ahead and let's just do it. Let's just stone it in. Stone it in, Dukan. Stone it in. I think that once we do this, we're gonna mix in dirt with it, or gravel, or just some kind of more unrefined block in general. And then that will give us a little bit more, you know, more of a dynamic. But I think that this is turning out pretty good. So we got wine over here. I think it would make sense, maybe some barrels kind of up against a wall somewhere. But I don't know how to do my design. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to do something like that. And we're gonna have to do that. So I'm gonna close a few of them. Something like that. And then we're gonna use wheels. Well, maybe no, not even wheels. Maybe we could do some kind of like, I don't know, some other detail. Let's say that and another normal block barrel, or maybe just a normal barrel. Normal barrel like that, and then a crate like that. Yeah, that's not too bad. We love arches. Who doesn't love arches? Okay, so there we go. But we're trying to make proper storage down here, so you can imagine that this would probably be barrels full of some kind of food. Ragnar, son, how are you tonight? Welcome to the stream. Does this farmer make the wine? Yes, he makes his own wine, but it's not like he might sell a few bottles here and there, but it's just a small little operation. So kind of like squishing grapes, putting in the barrels and all that good stuff. Maybe we could have like a place where it looks like he bottles the wine from the barrels. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead and place a barrel like up here, something like that. Let's go ahead and turn him around real quick. So I suppose we don't really have an option there, so we'll do that. All right, yeah, I think this is gonna work. And then I need this underneath. And how would I represent this? Like, what I want it to do is look like it's being poured into a bottle. How? Oh, that's awesome, Ragnarsson. I'm glad to hear that you are liking the quality. I'm glad that I was finally able to make the upgrade. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. Let's see, am I getting 60 FPS? I am getting 60 FPS. Sweet. Sweet. That's what I like. But yeah, there has to be some way to look like it's being bottled. Alright. Can you attach a lever to the barrel? So the problem with that is I'd have to do that. I don't really want to put the bottle on the ground, you know? I feel that that looks a little tacky. There has to be a better way of doing this. I know there is. There has to be. So how to bottle... How to bottle. How do we do this, guys? Why can't I place a hook there? There's a tripwire hook and there's a hook. So we can't place either one. So we got to do it the old-fashioned way. Then move the... Well, I don't want to do that. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it has to be kind of like level. Alright, so I suppose we're just going to have to put the bottle on the ground because I really can't think of any better way of doing this. I'm going to have to do this again anyway, so I might as well keep that there. I got to put some detail up here. So I imagine something kind of like along the lines of a cabinet. Let's use the other cabinet, this normal cabinet. Probably those. I don't know, maybe that will work. It's not too bad, actually. I don't know. Coco, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Buttons on the barrels to make kegs of wine. Buttons on the barrels. I can only put one button, though. So one button's okay, actually. Move the barrel up more. Simple. Ah, if only it were that simple. You know what? What I'm going to do is just go ahead and place a table there, and then we'll add another table next to it and put a wine bottle on top, and then we'll just call it that. That is what it is, you know? So we'll do that and that. I don't like that, actually. Maybe... Yeah, we'll just do that. And then we'll go ahead and put another table out here. And then on top of that can be the wine bottle. Like that. And then we can go ahead and use you. Put you right there. But I also want to watch you build. This fine 2 a.m. morning, I am building the underground, well, not the underground, the cellar underneath our house here. This fancy, nonsensical house that's just kind of randomly underneath Lumiere, you know? With a ladle and a funnel. They could fill the bottles with a ladle and a funnel. Yeah, that's true. I'm not super impressed by how I've done this setup down here, though. It just looks a little bit tacky still. I'm a little bothered by it. We can use this wall here for some kind of detail. Some kind of storage. I suppose we could do this. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then put that at the bottom. Step that out a little bit like so. And then up here, I guess we could do beams going across. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That way we have a little bit of storage, a little bit of extra storage at least. And then right here, ooh, this actually might make sense. We could do this. And then use this block. Usually I consider this like a door block. So that way, their wine's protected. Hey, Joha, how you doing? Welcome. If you buy it, already comes bottled. No, they make their bottle. They make their wine, Coco. That's kind of what the what I'm trying to do here. The process is as follows. They have just a few grapes that they have around. So, like, they have these grapes. They got these grapes there. And then they have these grapes over here. And then they bottle them right here. Or they put them into the barrels. And obviously the barrels would ferment for however long. And then they would bottle them down here themselves. And then put them into storage. That's kind of the plan. I think that having a little bit more of a fancy backing here would be more appropriate. Especially since this is kind of, wine is considered a richer type of thing. So if we did this, I don't think this would be the worst. Something like that. It gives us a little bit more color. Just a bill of 7-Eleven so they don't have to make their own. Just build a 7-Eleven so they don't have to make their own. Yes, I should do that. I really should. Alright, let's put that right there. Jolly good. Alright, so, we do have some room in here to hang some things, but do I want to hang some things? No. But what else can we do? We do have room over here. I don't like how that transitions. It is most, not good. It is not good. What else can we do down here, guys, without making it seem too crowded? Like, I don't want to just put storage here, you know? I want there to be something practical. Something that is being used. That would be most appropriate for what I'm trying to do here. Something practical. And it doesn't have to all be wine. Like, there could be something else down here. What? I don't know, but there could be something else. Ah, yes, no light. Thank you for reminding me of the light. Light is good. I do like that. These lights are very, much smaller. A workbench. We can do that. Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. So what I'm going to do is grab these bad boys. Do that. And that. We're going to go ahead and do ladder. I think we'll do that there. A stool down here would be cool, I think. A little stool, maybe he would move it around, so like a stool over there. I don't know where he would get his bottles from. Maybe he gets his bottles in chests. I don't know how bottles would be transported. How would bottles? They would be bottled in boxes that are kind of like, have like these little separated sections. Is there a way to represent an open crate? Maybe we'll just put a crate back here. Let's just do a crate. I think would be okay. Something like that. And we got to build the hook yet again. Unfortunately, that is just how the ball rolls. Okay. What time do you think you'll be living in? What time do you think we are living in? 2018. They come in a 6-pack. Yes. Hang lantern. Just buy a wine store. Register for wines. What time? Okay, anyways. And a wine bottle. No, what we could do. This is a long shot. And will most likely not be what I want it to be. Yeah, it's not what I want it to be. I don't like that. Plus, it's a little too sudden. Maybe he's testing the wine while he's making it. So a little mug there. But I don't like this. Like, it's too, yeah, I don't like that. It's, it just, like, is flat, you know? And it just doesn't work. But what we could do is take a half slab of that. Could do this. What do you guys think of that? And then, of course, we could do things around like that, that, and that. Gives us a little bit more floor pattern in here. We'll take that out. And then here on the side wall, we could use some tools, I think. So go ahead and put that there. There could be something right here. What kind of tools would make sense? A slab that's straight up. What time do you think? A slab that is straight up. Ooh, that's actually not too bad of an idea, actually. Yeah, I can imagine like the bottles would come. Yeah, that's a neat idea. I like that. Yeah, I agree there, Lava. That's a good Lavi. It's a good idea. Okay, a broom would be sufficient down here, I think. We do need to figure out what to put up there without making it look the usual. Like, usually I use wheels. I don't want to use that wheel technique again. It's just getting a little bit repetitive. I got it on literally every storage room, it seems. And it's getting old. So got a trellis thing. I don't know. I'm just kind of building whatever is coming to mind there, Carmichi. Right now I'm doing the interior to the house that we've been working on. And then I'll be moving on here soon, back up above ground, and working on some other things. I'm going to say that's okay there. Trapdoor cabinets. Trapdoor cabinets. My cat is being rascally yet again. Have a great night. Love the streams. Alrighty, my man. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you very much. I'm glad that I'm able to stream as much as I am able here currently, and I hope that I'll be able to keep it up. Man, you are such a rascal. Why are you such a rascal? He's trying to get my attention. That's what he's trying to do. Trying to knock over my water on my keyboard. That would be most unwelcome. And is there any other little details that we can put around here? I don't think so. Yep, that's good. Okay, so we're done that. Let's go back up above ground here. Close that door, and voila. All right, so house done. Do you guys want to do a quick little walkthrough to get a little recap? So this here is the upper storage room. This is where all the farmer would store like crops and things. Obviously, it's not very large, but it is what it is. Like if this was an open world, this manor house would probably be the size of Lumiere. Not like big and tall like that, but it would be sprawling. It would be like a large compound. Like each manor would be a large compound. But since we're working on a plot, you know, there's really only so much we can do with this. So I kind of have to make do with the space constrictions that we got. But it is what it is. I never could catch one live because I live in the UK. Keep doing what you're doing, love. Haru Suzuki, thank you so much for that follow, and it's great to hear that you are enjoying these streams. I appreciate your support, and I hope that you'll continue to enjoy what we're able to do here. It's your world, you can do whatever you want. Yes. Yes, that is right. So we got to finish that there. I think the goal for tonight, guys, is going to be finishing this. My cat is stepping on the key to turn my screen. Oh, this is great. This is great, Scoots. You should keep doing. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Come here. All right. Let's go back. There we go. You rascal. Scooter is a very rascally cat. That's funny. Okay. And now he's going right back to where he was. Let's hope he doesn't step on the keyboard again. Now I can't even see my screen because he's in front of it. Now he... Goodness. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the cat here. He's kind of interrupting streaming. I'm sorry, buddy. But you are being rascally. There you go. What a rascal. Goodness. Alright. I gotta say, getting up and down is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm still suffering the result of leg day. And it hurts. Okay, so yeah, we're going to finish this right here. I decided I wanted to make it rather bushy. So how do I want to do this? Maybe we could put some kind of unique detail there. Any ideas? We already have a shrine right up here. So having another shrine down there wouldn't really make sense. So, what could go there, though? Okay, I'm down for the bushes, but if we can come up with a better idea, I'm down to try and figure that out. A tombstone with bushes around it. I'm still going to listen for ideas. So far we have a lot of bushes and a tombstone with bushes around it. Yes, well, we need more unique details. You can't settle. Or at least I can't settle. I cannot settle. I must have more unique and interesting details that makes every point of this plot worth exploring and looking through. A statue, a bench. A bench. Wow, this is almost directly centered with Lumiere. Like right here. But it's kind of a bad spot because this is an outhouse. Notice board wouldn't really make sense there. We gotta make it make sense because this is kind of a spot. It's above an outhouse. It's kind of strange spot for a grave. I agree. I'm still listening for ideas or watching for ideas. I like the statue idea. It's just a really small spot for a statue. Maybe their wheel broke. So you're saying a broken down wagon? There's not really that much space here. A fruit tree. You know, that's actually not a bad idea. Shrine. I already have a shrine. I'm gonna keep listening for ideas. While I am working on the road here, you guys keep bringing those ideas. I know that one of you are gonna come up with a really good idea that's just going to be irresistible for me to do. Like I will have to do it. A tiny bit of an elven wall. That's a neat idea. Lantern. I already have lanterns all the way down the road. Piece of elven ruin. It's still a really small spot for an elven ruin. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Don't stop now. Right. There we go. Put that right there. Alrighty. This is turning up pretty good, guys. I really, I don't know. The road looks okay. I'm not a huge fan of it, to be completely honest. Well, once we do these flags over the road, I think it'll be alright. But what's bothering me about it is it's just not very roady. I think a small tree and bushes are the best choice. Remains of an elven shrine, a stone arch. Alright, we're just... Ooh, stone arch. Nobody knows why the stone arch is there, but I think that that's a good idea. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw in a stone arch. We're going to make it out of this material right here. And we're going to go Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. And we're gonna go bloop, bloop. And then bloop, bloop. Whoops. Oh, goodness. Bloopity bloop. So, nobody knows why there's a stone arch there. Nobody understands. Maybe it's a portal. That's what this is, guys. It's a portal to another dimension. It only opens at a certain time of day. Or night. And see, it's like completely centered. That's actually pretty good. And then behind it could be something like, I don't know, bushes. I do like this, though. It's like this random thing, but it just has a neat vibe. And I think that this is going to give us some great... It's going to be a great lead up to something. I do like this idea. I do like it. Okay, so now what we need is to spruce it up a little bit and make it look a little bit more, naturalized and connected with the terrain. And what I usually do to make that happen is we got a lot of dirt, so what we need to do, or we got a lot of grass, so what we need to do is soften it up a little bit, mix some dirt in there. Kainra Wolf, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Red Clan. It's great to have you. Glad that you find this interesting enough to hit that follow button. Welcome. Maybe it's the only thing left or something bigger. Yeah, well, the elven structure would have been up there. But I do see what you're saying. It does make sense. Okay, that's too much. Maybe if we did this. Hey, look at that. And then a little bit of that. Oh, I want there to be grass and bushes there and things. That's gonna really make that come together there. Will the map you're working on be available to the public? Yes, it will be. Eventually. I don't know when. But eventually, once I am finished with it, I do plan on releasing it to you guys to check out for your own. That is the plan. But don't get your hopes up, guys. It's one thing to see it on screen, and then it's another to see it in game. It's just another build. Like, trust me, there are builders on Darwin, Artcraft, and everywhere, to be honest, that just totally destroy this build in terms of unique things and just how cool the builds are and all that good stuff. Like, trust me, guys. This is just another build. That is the way I look at it. It's just another build, another artist building what they're inspired to do. Like, there is some incredible stuff on really any Conquest Reforged server that you're going to join. And very, very, very inspiring stuff. So I encourage you guys, if you're not already if you have not already gone over to Darwin or something of that nature, if you haven't already joined a server and just checked it out at least just join a server and check it out for a minute or 2 minutes. I don't know, just check it out and just see what there is. And it'll be totally worth it. Totally, totally, totally worth it. Alright, I want some hanging ivy. There we go. I'm just trying to make it really overgrown and crazy looking here. And put that like that and say that looks good enough to me. It's a path uphill, but a landslide destroyed it, leaving a cliff or something. I don't know. It's pretty censored. Maybe it was a path. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this could have been. what it could be, but I mean, it's there. And it's just there, so I don't know. Oh goodness. But what we need to figure out now is how to finish the rest of this. I do want there to be bushes back there, but I don't want to use our typical bushes, and I've already used the berry bush down here. You know what? We're gonna do another couple of these. This is our best idea, I think. Let's just go ahead and grab all the blocks for that tree design. So it's that. Oh, come on, give me my blocks. That, that, and then we need that, and the one other block right there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is grow one of our crazy little trees. I love these things. Like, these just bring this plot together. Like, it's just this somewhat unique little thing that just brings, like, they're everywhere. Like these little heather trees. Just kind of planted all over the place. And I just really like this idea. They just have this, oh, great look. It makes it bushier, it makes it bolder. Overall, it just gives the plot a really, really neat look. Very aesthetic, I suppose is a word we're trying to look for. How long did it take you to learn how to use all these new blocks in Conquest? A while. For me, when I first started with Conquest, it was still at a point where there was a lot of blocks already. But there were definitely not as many as there are now. I can't imagine what it's like for someone that's just now joining Conquest. Like, I really couldn't imagine. That would be so difficult to get to know all the blocks, to try to impress your fellow Conquest builders, and my goodness. Yeah, I feel very, I feel bad for people that have to get into, or that not have to, but you know, they get into Conquest at this point, this stage. It's rough. I'm just gonna make a little one here, just a little doinky tiny one, you know, just something like that. We'll be able to run your running. Would I be able to run what you're running with a GTX 1060? Yeah. I ran Minecraft just fine on a 970 with a 4900K. Right now I'm running a 1080 with a 8700K. But yeah, you would be able to run perfectly in 16 gigs. Yeah, you would be able to run perfect. You'd be probably able to get you know, really good FPS as well. I'm not sure how the 1060 works. Oh no, the painter's view is not covered. As long as we don't do any massive trees, it actually kind of adds, to be honest. That little bit of greenery there at the bottom just really has a neat little aspect. Plus, the Lord's Residence is going to be really tall. I don't think you guys realize just what I have in plan, or what I have planned for that. It's going to be pretty crazy because there has to be room. I have to fit everything that I want in there. That's going to be quite the process. I'm looking forward to getting started on that. It's a sacred tree underground. How interesting would that be, actually? That would be cool. Like some kind of portal. Yeah, that's a neat idea. I was thinking that would be a portal, but anyways, yeah, that would be a cool idea. So now what we can do is possibly add some kind of relic. Any relics would have been destroyed, though, so that doesn't really make sense. But I could do, like, random things just kind of lying around. Like, I would imagine there'd probably be stone brick like this. No, it needs to be the much more... Yes, that's what I'm looking for. The much more grassy stone. Something like that. Put one more there. And then we can just go ahead and bush it up now. I would imagine there'd probably be a lot of tall grass, some cow parsley, maybe a lilac or two, some bracken. There needs to be some too tall stuff. Wormwood is a good one. There's also that overgrown stuff. Where is it? Yeah, wild overgrown, whatever that is. All right, so let's just go ahead and throw in some tall grass, a lilac, bracken. I'll put bracken there. That there, and that there. Put cow parsley right there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is turning out, guys. Add some rocks, rubble. Ooh, that's a good idea. Diorite. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that right there. Sweet. Yeah, that adds in a neat little, just a tiny little dynamic. Like, hardly noticeable, but it is enough to get the idea across. Dang it. Why does it keep doing that? Why you do this to me? Why can't I place a too tall block there? Is it because... I'm pretty sure it's because it's that block. Maybe if we did that instead. There we go. Yeah, it was because it was that specific block for some reason. It does not grow correctly. Let's do that block there instead. Yeah. A dovecote. Oh, yeah. That's a dovecote, right? The little tower is a building for birds. Don't remember what it's called. Yes, a dovecote. A dovecot coat. A dovecot. A dovecot. A dovecote. I call it a dovecote. It's just what it just flows off the tongue a little easier, in my opinionated opinion. Alright, and the way I work is do what is best for you. I feel like that's the best way to do things. So often I get pulled into situations. It's really not best for me, but I still do it because I feel compelled to. And I think what is probably the best route is do what one is compelled to do. And by doing so, it really, it makes it just so much more enjoyable. Ducon, you plan on throwing this on Darwin when it's finished? I would like to, yeah. I think that would be a fantastic idea. Honestly, we'll just keep this on the down low here. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, Victor, if you guys don't know Victor Comics, he is a fantastic guy. Good buddy of mine. He's going to be filming Todd's Adventure again. And he's going to be filming it over on Darwin. And he wants to use Lumiere as a filming location. So, with that being said, we might get Lumiere over on the server at some point. It's not set, though. Honestly, I kind of don't want to at this point. I feel kind of uncomfortable releasing it over on Darwin right now, but I mean, it's not really a huge deal, I suppose. It's just a build, but I think we might see it on Darwin earlier than later. So if that's the case, you guys might have the opportunity to check out Lumiere at its current stage. What about after it's done? Yeah, after it's done, for sure. I'm going to be providing a download for it, and I'll be throwing it on my planet Minecraft. Man, we're almost done, guys. I mean, just check this out. All we gotta do is finish, like, this episode. All we gotta do for this episode is finish this right here. And I'm going to be working on, I guess, our next stream. Tomorrow's stream, guys, we're going to be working on this redoubt back here. And hopefully finishing up this entire area up to this tent. I think that that is a very easily achieved goal there. Is finishing all of this up to that tent there. And then the stream after that, we'll finish that. And then this side is done. Episode done. I'll edit it, release it. And then we'll be working on the Lord's Residence. That'll probably... Usually structures go really fast. Because we don't have any surrounding details or anything. But, you know, I'm going to be doing a lot to this Lord's Residence. I got to do cellars underneath. I got to do this kind of like basement. Then I got to do the main floor. Then I got to do the residence floor. Then I got to do the guest floor. And then I got to do the attic. So this is probably how tall it's going to be, right about here. So it's going to kind of connect over to here. So we're going to be probably doing a little bit of revising to this tower so that it fits in, which is actually kind of needed. And I will be coming back through and working on that tower too. I got to revise that whole thing. What was I doing? I was doing this here. Okay, so this part is done. I am trying to think if I want to add any more like miscellaneous details around. Wants to use one of my plots. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm super excited. I've always liked Victor's Todd's Adventures. It's a real good series he has. This is the CUDA 5.0.4 shader, their line. If you're interested in downloading it, I have a link right there that you can check out, download, and enjoy. Okay. But I think I'm going to have to go here pretty soon, guys. I don't have too much longer that I can stream here. Okay. When are you updating the pre-Conquest mod pack bits, the castle? Champ Addiction, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the stream. Conquest mod pack bits, the castle. Oh, that's going to be the last episode there, Suzuki. When I am finally done the whole build, underground and all, my plan is then to move on to the finishing up all the pre-mod stuff. And that, I don't think that's going to actually take very long. Like, that episode is probably going to be 4 or 5 streams at max. And then we will be done Lumiere. But the most impending thing, the thing that I'm least looking forward to is finishing the underground. That's gonna take us ages. And so that's why I'm kind of deciding if I really want to do that or not, because it's gonna take us a long time. If I use Conquest of the Sun, every block turns black. Let's get building then. Yes. But I do want to do it. Like, I feel like if I don't do it, I'm going to feel very unfinished. I'm going to feel incomplete about my build. And it's never good to feel incomplete. You always need to feel complete. Don't need to, but it's nice to feel complete. Very, very nice. Alright, so there we go. That's not too bad looking. We have the embankment there. Looks pretty good. Gamer Frones, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Great to have you. You say Crying will be added to the server you're making. Who will finish the castle? I never said it was being added to the server. And I have no updates or any idea about that. Accidental awesome. I'm sorry if my English isn't that good. I'm trying to get better every day. Well, I am just glad you're here there, Suzuki. Days no end. How you doing? Welcome. Okay, I really need to push. I've been kind of like stalling and just taking my time. I really need to build. Really need to push through. Because I guess I'm feeling a little demotivated. Not demotivated, just like, you know, a little tired. I've had an exhausting week, so I just have this inclination to just sit back and do nothing. That is the temptation, but we can't give in to the temptation. We must get stuff done. That is the only way that we're ever going to get anything done here. I already spend too much time as it is on Minecraft, and that's not even enough to do what I want to do. It's funny how that works. There's never enough time. Can you do a little walkthrough in the end? Yeah, I'll do a walkthrough. The future is the most populated Conquest server. It's Darwin. Darwin Reforged. If you go to the server list here, in fact, if you download the Conquest Reforged mod and you go to your multiplayer menu, on the right side there's a little pullover tab. Pull that over and it'll give you options for servers that is suggested in the mod pack, and Darwin Reforged is one of those. It's as simple as clicking that join button, and then voila, you are there. That's what I really love about Conquest Reforged, is the usability of it. When it first started out, there was a lot of hubbub about how terrible the idea was, how hard it would be for users to use it, and like nobody would want to use the mod because they'd had to download it on their client. Nobody new would join. There was a lot of hubbub about that, but sure enough, Conquest is never been better. This has been the most, the best thing that I think could have ever happened to Conquest. No biomes, that's a huge thing. Biomes was a killer. Metadatas weren't so bad. I was really used to them, but they were not user-friendly, meaning you couldn't just bam, done, good to go. You know, you had to go through this whole process in order to get it on your computer, and it just took forever, and it just didn't make any sense to do it. So yeah, I'm just so glad about where we have gotten to, and like how incredible the community is, how helpful the community is, how... What am I doing? I want that. I want the buttercups. I want the buttercups. Give me the buttercups. There we go. Alright. Anyone know any crazy Let's Builds on Darwin? Yeah. If you look up Vigo Man, Accidentally Awesome, if you look down in my suggested channels down below, Vigo Man is building a Nordic town called Clipstead over on Darwin. Really cool Let's Build series there. He's a really good builder. I would say he's probably the best Conquest YouTuber that I've seen. He's really getting some quality content out there. Very motivated and dedicated, and that's exactly what I want to see. I want to see more people in the community that step up to the plate. They take the role, or they take the bull by the horns. They take these roles. They just they go full into it. I love it. I love it. I want more people like that. So if you guys have the ability to get on your computer and start recording, I encourage you to do so. There's also King. What's his name? There's Valdar too. I'm not sure if he's on Darwin necessarily, but I know he's doing Conquest as well. He's a starting out YouTuber, so he's still he's still getting there, still working on trying to figure out a style for himself and everything. Come on. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. King of Light streams. Yes, yes. Yes, for sure. Check out King of Light. I do. Oh, by the way, Gamer Frones, I'm not sure if you're still here. I do want to be more active on Darwin. That's something I've been kind of motivated to do recently. I have been on quite a bit here recently, trying to mingle with the community. I've never been good at mingling in online environments. I feel like this is the place where I am most active with the community. I get really overstressed when I have, you know, when I have like multiple come look at this my build, come look at my build. Like, I love doing that. I love seeing everybody's builds. It's just, it's really stressful. Because I really want to see them all, but I don't want to, like, kind of like throw the other one under the bus that I'm looking at, and then like go to the next build, and you know, it's just, it's hard to explain. I just have a hard time with it, and it's not only that. It's just, there's other things. Servers have been a very stressful experience for me in the past. Very stressful. Being in the position that I am is like a drama. It's a place to blame for a lot of things, even if the things aren't my fault. I've been blamed in the past for a lot of things that really have just been misunderstandings and misinformation. And server environments are like it's like a gang up. And people just gang up on you for no reason. It's just because it's the cool thing to do. And so that's why I've been on single player. Or a reason why I've been on single player is because it just kind of gets me out of the stressful environments that servers have been for me in the past. And I've definitely liked it. But it also makes me feel bad because as the voice that I am in the Conquest community, I feel rather wasted that I'm not more active with the community. It just doesn't make sense for me, for my channel, for the way that I've branded myself. It doesn't make sense for me to be so lone wolf as I've been. And that's kind of why I got inspired to do this community time-lapse idea. It's because I want to try to bring the community together, and I feel like that's my specialty, is finding ways to bring the community together. And you know, having videos and streams is a way to, yes, reach out to the audience and stay connected and keep the community connected. But I believe that through actually participating in things with the community is what's going to really make a difference Because yes, people like to watch this, like to watch me stream, like to watch me build. But when it comes to being able to watch me build and also participate in that as well, I believe that that adds a dynamic that really caters towards a building a community bond, or building a community, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It builds the community, puts them together a little bit more. I try to, I know I'm not practicing what I'm preaching, but I try to get people to build together. And like I said, I'm not practicing what I'm preaching, you know, I'm building alone. But it just would be so cool to see the community more involved with each other. Like red versus green. Yes. You know, we had that one contest, like the Elven contest we had. The first one we had was the evil versus good contest. And then we had the Crusader versus Saracen contest. And now we have this Elven versus Elven contest. These side versus side contests have always been really good. But yeah, it's just really neat to see the progression. How far the community has come. And how far it is going to go. It's just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. No, I haven't used that block really anywhere else, so it really wouldn't make sense for me to use that in this instance. So we will not use it. That is a simple way to decide on things. Will I use it or will I not? I will not. Simple. To the point. Gets the job done. Or does it? Hey, pile of rocks. Sweet. No. What? Goodness. Why are they such small rocks? Like, why can't there be a big pile of rocks right there? Like old days of Minecraft itself. Weak support beams. Yes, these are very weak support beams. We'll support them with rocks. There we go. Rocks will support it. There is some involvement with our input, what you're building, which is good for people like me without PCs. Yeah. That's another thing that I really like about streaming. Streaming is just one of those things where my mindset, my building, I guess it's kind of molded around streaming. Because I really don't build other than streaming, and even if I do build when I'm not streaming, like my automatic reaction is like asking you guys, all right, so what should I do here? And then I realize, oh yeah, I'm not streaming. But no, seriously, talking to you guys and asking your advice and input has really kind of, I built my building style around that pretty much, if that makes any sense. Pretty much molded myself to you guys is what I'm trying to say. It's just what happens after doing this for as long as I've done. Mushrooms. I suppose we could do some mushrooms. I like to use the colorful ones because they are... See, that's another thing. Community suggestions. You know, you just suggested to use mushrooms. And I thought that's a good idea, so you know what? I'm going to throw in some mushrooms where I think they fit. I'll just kind of throw them around wherever they work. Just a few mushrooms around, maybe a few more. Should I use it or should I not? Should I stay or should I go? A wagon would break them. I don't know about that. There's some pretty strong supports. Maybe they're made out of sapele. We'll say they're a solid piece of 4x4 sapele, or 2x2 sapele. That makes sense. Yeah, that looks like a 2x2 piece. Well, 3x3. That's a 3x3 piece. There we go. That would definitely hold up a cart. I wish I could place mushrooms, but Minecraft Sun breaks them. I guess you're on vanilla. Yeah, I understand. I want there to be something more interesting in this thing here. I don't like this cliff. It's not that I don't like the cliff. It's just that something isn't working. There's two reasons as to why this might not be working. My first option is that nobody knows what it's for other than the fact there's spikes coming out of the fences. Burrow the bottom back a little bit, maybe? I don't know about that. I just feel like, see, the transition between this fence and that cliff back there is really sudden. But by having something like this, which doesn't make any sense, but, you know, if we were to do something like that, maybe flags on top of those, I don't know. I think this actually up here might be a solution. Give it a try. I'll give it a try. That's the best I can do. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, who cares? I really don't care. I really don't. If it works, it works. That's all that matters. All right. So we'll do that. And then maybe what we'll do is have one going over the bridge, or maybe two over the bridge. Yeah, I think there would make sense to have one on both sides of the bridge. The problem is we got to destroy those, which I don't really want to do. I could supplement them, however. So one on each side of the bridge. Maybe you have a tree growing on the top of the cliff, but overhanging over the road. That's an interesting idea, and we could implement... Ooh, that's actually a good idea. We could use one of these trees down here. That'll be just enough not to block the... Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, actually, no, yeah, that's a good idea. We'll just go ahead and do one of these trees, but a larger one. I don't want a massive tree there because I'm afraid that it'll start really cluttering the area. But yeah, having a overhanging tree, I think, is going to really make the difference there. That is a fantastic idea there, Lavi. Man, Lavi, you have been a fantastic ideas person. You know that? Yeah, I'm getting just so many ideas from you. You've just been idea after idea after idea. It's awesome. I don't even have to think for myself. Oh, goodness. Don't have to block the view of the painting. It's funny how we're molding like this entire part of the plot just over the painting spot. Like, you know, who cares about the tent over here? Who cares about the tree? Who cares about the garden or the pergola? We're all thinking about the painting spot. This is the most important spot of the plot. It rhymes. Yeah, the most important spot right there. Okay, but anyways, let's get back to doing this. This is what I was going to do. I need to go ahead and grab this right there. Only thing that matters is the painting spot. Alright, we'll do that. And then we're going to go ahead and lean this over like so. And then that's going to go over like that. That needs to definitely be a little bit better there. Okay. I think that this could kind of come up a little bit so that it looks like the tree's kind of like a mushroom almost, where it's like leaning downwards. In fact, what we could do to bolster that idea is something like that. Okay, and then maybe one more branch kind of hanging off in one direction, something like that. Okay, that's not too bad. Now let's go ahead and branch it in. Those flags connect. That's annoying, but I can work with that. At least it's not terrible as long as we don't do too much of that. Lobby making us look bad. All I did was name the N. Yeah, it's just a great interactive environment. I try my best to be as active with you guys as I can, and make sure I'm answering your questions and your ideas, and I really do try. I might not succeed all the time, but I do what I'm able to do. This is it, guys. This is exactly what this cliff needed. That's exactly what we needed right there. Like, it looks better from underneath. It looks better from the side. It looks better from the top. And like, it's just like overall, everything is just better now. Like, the whole plot just is better now. Everything is just so much better. Or something like that. Few of these around, get that kind of sorted out there, and maybe a couple more around like that, and that's good. All right, so we have ourselves a tree. You know what would be the best and would really make you guys happy? What do you think? I'm just kidding. Something could be hanging there. We got a lantern already right there, but you know, what's stopping us from having another lantern? I don't know. I don't think there's anything stopping us, except for realism, but nah, we don't need that. Yes, more details for the painting for sure. Okay, I'm probably gonna call that a night, guys. I finished all that. I mean, optimally, it would have been nice to finish that area right there, but I am going to just go ahead and call it because my wife is going to be home soon. It's 9:18 right now, so she'll be home in just a few minutes, and I need to get some sleep so I can be prepared for tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow I do plan, as long as things go smoothly and I don't have any unseen difficulties arise, I do plan on having a longer stream tomorrow, at least as long as I am inspired to do so, and so on and so forth. I'm gonna see if they're... Oh, check it out, guys. We have somebody that we can go host. We're gonna have to go check this guy out. His name is Silent Scale, guys. He is a fantastic streamer. I would suggest you guys to check this guy out. I mean, he is the beast. But I'm gonna wait for just a second here for the ad to stop so that we can go host him. But anyways, I'll check it out after the stream there, Ragnarsson. But yeah, when do I think I'll start? Probably around 1 o'clock my time, so it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, let's go raid Silent Scale, and we're gonna do #RedClanRaid. All right, can you guys say Red Clan Raid in chat? Let's do a proper raid here, guys. We got to do a raid. I mean, come on. We got to get hyped about this. We got to be like, oh, this is like totally awesome. We got to like totally destroy his chat with Red Clan Raid. We got some good raiders, all right? We got 4 raiders. Like, that's not enough. Come on, guys. I mean, we got to have like 50 people. All right? All right? Yeah, and just do it twice. I don't know. We got to hammer his chat. All right, you guys understand? I mean, this has to be a proper raid. I'm going to share his link here in chat, and then we're going to go over to his stream, and we're going to give him some Red Clan love. All right? let's do this. Let me go host, silence, scale. All right, guys, let's go get them.